Today's August 10th, 2019, and I am going to adopt a fruitarian diet over the next week, starting on Monday. I just want to see how it affects my body. I'm a little nervous because I usually need certain foods to keep me going during the day. We're going to see how this goes. I think as long as I have a lot of high-carb fruits, which most of them are, I should be fine. But I'm just interested to see how it affects me. I recently started eating a lot of cantaloupe, and for some reason it just makes me want to eat all the fruit. So that's kind of the reason that this sparked in my mind. So I have looked up a few different things as far as longevity of being a fruitarian and what fruits to eat and whatnot. So I can eat fruits, seeds, and nuts. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of the nuts because I know they have a lot of protein. And even though a lot of fruits have protein, I still just kind of want to be mindful of what I'm intaking because I do need energy to sustain myself throughout the day. So I'm going to go to the farmer's market right now and we're going to see what we can find. There's quite a bit of people here. The streets around the farmer's market are usually pretty jam-packed full of cars because there's so many people that show up because they even have a parking lot that people can park in, but that's always full. So it's a big deal. There's quite a bit of stuff here. I'm usually here at late o'clock, but it's like 9:30 right now, so I'm not sure. I'm hoping nothing's like picked over or whatever. I'm not sure how it works. I think they can just re-up every time, people buy stuff. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna buy at least 2 cantaloupes. And I know I'm going to buy some blueberries and possibly some peaches. I'll have to walk around and see what else they have here just so I know what to pick up because I'm only getting fruit. So this is going to be fun. Alright, so I'm now back home from the farmer's market. I picked up all this wonderful stuff. I'm really excited to try all this out. Actually, I got some peaches right there, and I was never really a fan of them, but I'm going to give them another shot. I know that from what I've heard, the skins are the best part for you, so I was going to cut those off because I'm not a huge fan of the fuzziness, but I'll probably just leave them on there. So that's everything I picked up at the farmer's market, and then the zucchini in the house. I'm planning on picking up mangoes, avocados, and possibly some bananas at the store. So I still have to go do that real quick, and then I'm hoping that gets me through the week. Like I said, I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. Also, I picked up some goodies. Let's just roll around here. I picked up some goodies back here. I have a cookie from Cyclops Bake Shop here in Grand Rapids, and then I also bought I also bought some hard cider from the People's Cider Company here in Grand Rapids. They're a pretty small business. I got all this at the farmer's market, and I'm excited to try all of it. I do want to let you know that living a fruitarian lifestyle long term can have some negative health effects. However, I have seen a few different people online living these lifestyles, and they seem to be doing fine, but I don't know what their day-to-day is like. I don't want to put my health at risk that much because my family has a history of diabetes on both sides, so I'm not trying to completely destroy myself. I want to give my body the nutrition that it needs, but I do want to try this out and just see, because I don't know what it is about that damn cantaloupe, but it just makes me want to eat all the fruit. So I'm hoping that it goes well for me. I appreciate your well wishes and your support on this, so let's get into it. Good morning. It's Monday morning right now, and I'm about to make my breakfast, so I decided that I'm going to make a smoothie and see how that kind of tides me over for the morning. I have blueberries, I have peaches, clementines, and a little bit of mango. I'm going to blend that up probably with a little bit, maybe like a cup or a half cup of coconut water, just to put in some little smoothie effects. And then I was thinking about putting in a little bit of avocado, to be honest with you, for the creaminess, but I don't know if that's a good idea. So we're just going to try it like this and see how it works. Okay, so I'm currently on lunch, I'm on day one, and I just finished my lunch. I had tomatoes, cucumbers, avocado, blueberries, mangoes, and cantaloupe. I also packed a clementine and a peach, but I don't think I'm gonna eat those. I think I'm just gonna leave those for tomorrow. So far today, I have felt more tired than usual. I've been consistently taking my vitamin B12 every day for the last week or so. I took one today, and I've been yawning pretty much all day. So that's yeah. Definitely not used to that. It's been a while since I've yawned all day at work. I was getting hungry around 9:30 or so, which is typical for me. Yeah, so I just finished my lunch and I'm feeling pretty full. It was very sweet. Obviously, it's all fruit, so I forgot to pack I had a little package of sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds that I forgot to pack, so I'm just gonna, like, honestly just mow those down. When I get home, because I usually go for something sweet in my lunch, and now that I'm having all sweet, I want something savory. So this is day one so far, so we'll see how the rest of the week goes. Okay, so here we are at day 2. It is Tuesday, August 13th, and I had oats for breakfast. So I am going to go into a little bit more detail later this afternoon about why I had oats for breakfast. I actually have a lot of misconceptions myself about Fruitarianism, so I think it's important to share this information so, you know, if anyone out there is looking into it or thinking about it, I just want to make sure that the correct information is out there, because I've felt different than usual over the last couple days, and based on that, I don't know how anyone could survive off this, so I'm like, there's got to be more to this. So I kind of looked into it a little bit further, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't realize, so I will go over that later this afternoon. But I had oats with coconut sugar and cinnamon this morning. It was decent. It wasn't great, but I usually put peanut butter and dark chocolate chips with mine. So yeah, it was a little bit more bland than I would have liked, but it is what it is. I also had a cup of coffee, so there's that. I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you this afternoon.
8 hours later.
I am currently on day 2 of this Fruitarianism kick, if you will. I posted a story on our Instagram page a while ago that asked if anyone would be more interested in hearing about Fruitarianism and want to know more via vlogs about my experience with it. So I decided to go with it because other people were interested in hearing about it. So I, you know, kind of put myself up to the test. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do as much research as I should have. I, you know, took words from a few other people, and then I looked up a few different things, but really not too much. It wasn't until actually yesterday that I was like, okay, how do I actually go about this? I learned that Fruitarianism is more than just fruit. First of all, so on the story that I posted fruits, nuts, and seeds, which for some reason, I just think straight up seeds and nuts, like, you know, cashews and pumpkin seeds. I don't know. I don't think of flax seeds, chia seeds, all that stuff. So that was one misconception that I had. I didn't think of grains and oats and things like that. So that's why I had oats for breakfast this morning, because I could actually do that under this certain type of diet, which is actually considered a subtype of veganism. So that's another thing I learned. I actually have a link in the description below that talks about what Fruitarianism is, why people do it, and the effects, and what you can eat, what you can't eat, things like that. So definitely check that out. I read that article and it helped me out tremendously. So I'm actually going to make something worthwhile for dinner tonight, and I'll show you all that later. But yeah, so I don't know. I, for some reason, thought it was a lot more strict than it is. And there are some aspects of it that can be. As far as today and how I felt, I was definitely still fatigued. I had oats with coconut sugar, flax seeds, and I think that was it. So yeah, I've definitely been depriving myself more than I need to. So I think I'm going to make something super exciting for dinner tonight and spice it up a little bit, quite literally. Because I have some brown rice here that I'm going to make, and I'm going to see if I can attempt to make an avocado sauce. Otherwise, I might just cut up the avocado and turn it into a little paste or something and put it on top. And I'm gonna mix that in with some cumin and salt and pepper, and then I have some pinto beans and some pumpkin seeds. So I'm gonna get a little bit crazier tonight than I did yesterday, because yesterday I actually didn't have dinner. So today is actually the morning of day 4, and I cheated yesterday because I forgot that we were having lunch brought to us at work. So I had, it was like a portobello mushroom with some grains. I think there was quinoa and brown rice on there. So I don't think portobello mushrooms are in there. They might be as part of the Fruitarian diet, I'm not sure. But I'm sure there was other stuff in there that I technically shouldn't be eating under this diet, so yeah, that happened. But I'm back on it this morning. I'm having oats with banana and sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds with a little bit of coconut sugar sprinkled on top. So I'm excited to see if I can show it here, maybe. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so I'm excited to try that. And then, yeah, I think tomorrow morning will probably be the last day that I do this because I'm going out to lunch tomorrow. So, it's been a fun ride. I will give you a little more of a synopsis tomorrow, but it's day 4 on the Frutarian diet. I honestly did not expect to feel very many symptoms from today or from this past week, but I can tell you that that is not a good assumption. Physically, mentally, okay, we'll start with physically. Physically, I feel fine. There's this issue, I guess. I don't want to even call it an issue because anyone can experience this, but because of the high water and the high fiber content that you're taking in from these fruits, you tend to go to the bathroom a lot more, and it tends to be different than what you're maybe used to. I did not experience that, but I could definitely tell that fruit was a main portion of my meal over the last few days, so I'm just gonna stop there and just tell you that. Yeah, you can definitely tell a difference. So there's that, and then also, so I guess the first 2 days of this were like more of like a complete fruit, I don't know what you want to call it, raw fruitarian, because I literally only ate fruit and seeded vegetables. I cheated obviously, but I still, yeah, no, I cheated, except for, yeah, at nighttime I had brown rice and pinto beans, so that's still within that Fruitarianism realm, depending on what area you decide to go down. Obviously, even with veganism, there's a lot of different paths you can take. I actually am going to put another link in the description below for another article that I read. I think it's just a blog post, but this person said that they were a fruitarian for 4 years, and then, they finally decided to go away from that route. So I'm going to put that in there in the description below, and then you can read about that as well. So I feel fine. I'm still a little tired. Hopefully when I get back to my normal routine, everything will even out. Good morning. Today is day 5. I'm finishing up with having breakfast this morning because I'm going out for lunch. A few things I've learned this week. Fruitarianism is a subset of veganism. 2, your body knows when you're eating mostly fruit, and it has a response. At least mine did anyways. I would not recommend eating only fruit. If you're going to pursue fruitarianism, definitely look into it. There are different types of it, so that's the other thing I learned, is there's different types of fruitarianism, and it's important to nourish your body in the correct way. So if you're going to eat mostly fruit, make it like 70-75% fruit, because 100% fruit is not sustainable at all. And then the last thing that I learned was that I do not want to live the rest of my life like this. I'm glad that I did this research, if you will, testing, I don't know what you want to call it, but yes, I don't want to live my life as a fruitarian. I definitely give props to the people that do, because that is definitely a sacrifice in some ways. So shout out to all of you that are fruitarians. It's great to see people out there living their lives and being happy in this lifestyle. Again, I thank you all so much for all of your support and your well wishes, and I had a lot of fun this week. I hope you enjoyed watching my vlog.